What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. And I have switched gears. We're actually going to be mining, or I have been mining, Warthog with this system. So this is an HP Pro Desk. Oddly enough, this one came with a Radeon Pro WX 4100 in it, which is a 4 gigabyte Polaris generation graphics card. So it is older, but it does have a little bit of VRAM on it. And I believe this system has an i5 4570, and then it has 2 sticks of, which I don't know why they're installed right there. So they're not running in dual channel. That's odd. But it has 2 sticks of 4 gig each, so 8 gigs of DDR3. So not a very powerful system. But even on Warthog, which is a CPU and GPU needed setup, you can't run it without one, from what I understand. One or the other. You can't run it with just a CPU, and you can't run it with just a GPU. And it takes into account the speeds that both of them are running to give you your estimated output. This system right here is outperforming mining something independent on the graphics card versus the CPU. So let me pull up my stats. I just powered this down to bring it in here because we're going to be changing some things. But profitability is not great, but it is creating some coin. All right, so this system had been making about 14 cents a day, whereas if I was mining independently on the CPU, it would only be doing a few cents a day. And then the GPU by itself would only be doing a few cents a day. So realistically, I added up and it was about 6 or 7 cents. So Warthog is about double the profitability on this system currently. Now, I was getting about 71 to 72 mega hash combined, because they combine the CPU and the GPU to figure it out. But I am going to swap out my CPU with this. It's an i7 4770, and that should net me a little bit higher hash rate. So we'll see how it does. All right, so I got the old CPU out, and as you can see, it is a i5 4570. And the i7 4770 is in there. So this should help, because apparently having more threads helps out significantly on Warthog. So let's see if we can't get more than 70 mega hash combined, because I don't know if we're CPU bound or GPU bound. All right, so I have it up and running. It's been bouncing between about 97 to 100 mega hash. We'll probably call it 99 or 98. And if we take that, so we gained about 30 mega hash from 70. And if we go over to the mining calculator and put in 0.099, because this is in gigahash, that comes out to about 19 cents a day. Not bad for a CPU that's, I believe the TDP on the CPU is 65 watts. The power draw on this card is 30 watts. And max, this power supply is a 200 watt power supply. So we're not pulling a ton of power here. Is this profitable? Probably not. I'm going to move this unit over there and put it on a kilowatt meter to see how much power it's actually pulling, and we could know our final profitability. All right, so I have it to its temporary home right here, which is next to another machine. That one's not on Warthog yet. I'm waiting on a graphics card for it. But this one is plugged into this kilowatt meter right there, and it looks like we're pulling right at 126 watts. 132, 126, 125. So let's go plug that in the calculator and see if this thing is actually turning a profit. I don't think it is, by the way. Spoiler. All right, so let's take, we'll say like 128 watts, because it was bouncing between 125 to 130-ish, times 24 hours divided by 1,000. So we're burning a little over 3 kilowatts, and my electric rate in the winter time actually goes down to 11 cents. So it's burning 33 cents a day. It's only generating 19 cents. So if we were to sell daily, we would be losing 14 cents a day. Negative 14 cents a day. Lovely. But that's not what I'm interested in. I'm actually interested in the coins and accumulating them. So right now, this is only accumulating 0.34 wart daily, or 2.4 a week. So I definitely have to pump those numbers up. I have some other systems I am going to be bringing online. So just look out for those videos. But this is just a ultra cheap, super budget way of doing it. I am going to explore some other cheaper options as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there she is in all her glory. Full disclosure, I got that system for like 30 bucks, and then I spent another, hold on, let me pull up my eBay. All right, so I have $25 into that 4770, and that's actually a K model. I didn't realize that until I looked back at the listing. I thought this was a regular 4770, but that's funny. So right now I have about 60 bucks into this system. I looked through all the other little OEM systems that I bought, and none of the other ones had any graphics cards except for this one. So the example doesn't necessarily translate all the way across the board, but I did purchase some other low form factor, or sorry, low profile graphics cards. And the idea is I'm gonna like just stack them on top of each other, and have, you know, a couple systems running and generating some heat. Ultimately, I'll be moving these things inside. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you need a video guide on how to mine Warthog, let me give a little shout out to the channels that I took a look at, and yeah, they really helped out. So let me pull that up. So I didn't exactly remember which creator it was off the top of my head, which I don't know how I wouldn't. It was Rabid Mining. And this was his How to Mine Warthog video from 3 weeks ago. It's pretty easy to set up inside of Hive. I have not set it up inside Windows yet, but if you're going to use a dedicated machine, I would always suggest at least Hive OS or some other dedicated mining operating system. Anyway, guys, my kids are getting into stuff, so let me jump off here. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace out. See you on the next one. Adios.